Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. If you like what you see, well, even if you don't, hit the subscribe button, click the notifications, thumbs up, leave suggestions on what you might want to see in the future. Today I'm going to show you some eyeshadow palettes that I've acquired recently. These are some of the hottest eyeshadow palettes on the market right now that you've heard a lot about, you may be curious about. If you have one of those bigger Ultas where they stock all these things and you can swatch them, go swatch it. You'll be just blown away. It's got amazing shimmers, and I do love my shimmers. And it's got, you know, the peachy tones. It's got a little bit of purple. It's got the whites for highlights. I think this is a really great palette. It's probably the best one of these 12 sets that that NYX has. I think they're gorgeous colors. Gorgeous. Probably wear them in my next video. One that I'm sure you've heard a lot about is the TooFaced Just Peachy palette. It smells delicious. It smells more like those candy jelly peach candies than it does actual peaches. I'm going to insert some swatches. I have a little bit of issue with this palette. It's good colors. Don't get me wrong, it's good colors. But I don't like an all matte eye. I have dry skin. I don't have oils for the shadows to mix with, so they don't adhere well. They don't stay on well. Even with a primer, they don't stay on me very well. And I find that there's not enough variation in the shades. I mean, when I swatched it at Sephora, I thought this was just so beautiful, and I thought that it would fill a certain void that I had with my shadows, particularly this one and this one, but you know, it just doesn't appear to be the case. When I put it on my lids, it just all fades away, and I've tried packing it on. I've tried a lot of different things, and so this is just not, even though it smells so good, this is not the peach palette for me. Huda Beauty Desert Dust Palette. It's totally the colors of the desert at dusk. I will insert swatches. It's deserty, it's dusky. However, it's also very dusty. It kicks up a lot of dust. The shadows aren't actually pigmented enough for what I prefer. And even when I pack them on, I don't get much out of it. It is not the shadow palette for me. These tones are far too red. Even the purple, I was really hoping for a purple palette from Huda this year instead of more of the same oranges and browns. I mean, you know, of course they're not exactly the same, but it's getting a little old for me. Those aren't my best colors, even though I'm wearing them today. But I was hoping to see more purples. These all just are so red on my eyes. I have naturally red eyelids, and they just go super red on my eyes. And then these are ones that you could dupe anywhere. These overcoat shades are the best shades in it. Especially this one. But I feel that I can dupe that with some MAC pigments that I have. And then these others are just, you know, your basic shimmer. This one is like MAC Blue Brown pigment. It's, you know, a red tone with green iridescence. It's like, to me, that's nothing special. Urban Decay has a shadow like this, and I just feel that with the powderiness, it makes me sneeze. The red toned eyelids, they're just too red for me, and the powder is getting everywhere. It's just not the palette for me. I'm so sad because I was really looking forward to it, but it is not the palette for me. The fourth palette that you may or may not have heard about, it hasn't been hyped quite as much, is the Kat Von D Saint and Center palette. Isn't that pretty? I mean, it's kind of cathedral gothic, which I don't know, sort of creeps me out, but it's got this cool opening. The sides are mirrored, and it has all of these colors. I'll insert swatches. When I first looked at it, I thought, what on earth? Because it seemed sort of disjointed. And I thought, okay, this will be a good palette to mix with all my other, peachy and brown tone palettes and get a little oomph out of them. As I've used it, I've found that there is quite a bit of oomph. This is a really pigmented palette. It's probably not going to be for everyone because not everybody likes pigment. It's gorgeous. When you put these on your lids, it comes out the same color as it looks in the pan. I appreciate that. As I first looked at the palette, I realized that you could do your face in any sports team's colors that you wanted to. Here's my Seahawks right here. Seahawks! I mean, look at this. Chartreuse is so pigmented. I can use these for the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, seriously, you could use this for every ball team ever. Every school's colors. You've got it all here. I think this makes this palette genius because you can have so much fun with it. And the pigmentation is there. They aren't dry, dusty shadows. They don't fall apart. I think this is a great palette. Again, you have to like color, and you have to be willing to play with a little bit of color. Like, color looks really good under the eyes, or in the corner a little bit if you're not wanting to go with a whole vibrant look. It just looks good as little pops of color here and there. This is an awesome palette. Don't sleep on this one. This is an awesome palette. Kat Von D does wonderful eyeshadows. They're some of the best on the market. They're really pigmented. You can do anything you want with them, and they will wear all day. They don't crease. I think if you like color, you can still get your oranges, neutral looks out of it, and then you can also have fun with a pop of color, or rooting on your favorite sports ball team. One palette I'm really looking forward to is the Anastasia Prism palette. I'm gonna get that. Okay, well, first I'm going to swatch it in store, and then I will probably get that. It has a good mix of shimmers. I'm just the person that goes, why is everybody wanting all matte palette? I don't get it. Mattes are not my thing. They're too drying. There's so many issues with them blending. I like a good matte here and there for different things, and I do use mattes every day when I do my shadows, but I've got to have shimmer. And this Anastasia Prism palette looks like it's going to be really good. So anyway, those are my thoughts on some of the hottest shadow palettes on the market right now. And if you like this video, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and let me know if there's anything you want to see from me. Thanks for coming by. Are you excited about holiday season? I am. Holiday makeup, yay! Bye.